Good evening, I'm Ashley Minnelli, and thanks for tuning in to 41 NBC for your Decision 2013 coverage. More than 24 Middle Georgia municipalities cast ballots today to elect their new leaders, and tonight we've got the results for you. Let's get started in the International City. Retired Warner Robins firefighter Randy Toms and retired Warner Robins Public Works Director Joe Musselwhite are headed into a runoff for the mayor's seat. That will take place on December 3rd. Now, in the race for the top seat, there were quite a few other big names. Councilman Darren Lee decided to run for the top seat rather than re-election. He missed out, being in the runoff by less than 50 votes. Behind him was Chuck Chalk, Mayor Chuck Shaheen's opponent in 2008. Councilman Mike Brashear gave up his seat to run, and the male candidates were all joined by a female and political newcomer, Eva Falls. And the battle isn't over for Randy Toms, who won most of the votes tonight. Joe Musselwhite was right behind him, and 41 NBC's Jasmine Williams is with him right now to talk about heading into the runoff. Hey, Jasmine.
Hey guys, I'm here with Joe Musselwhite, and he ran on the term, he's the working man's friend, and it looks like it's working for you as you head to this runoff. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm very tired, and I'm very humbled. I'm happy to have opportunity to be in the runoff. I look forward to the next 30 days of continuing the race for mayor.
What is your next step for you? Do you plan on hitting the streets and campaigning? What do you plan on doing next?
Well, we're going to continue trying to reach out to the people. I talked to a couple of the candidates tonight. Tomorrow I'll make contact with others of those at every council race and mayoral race. Every candidate, try to gain their support. Of course, the people of Warner Robins, we'll keep reaching out to them and try to get our message out there and capture some voters we didn't have tonight. But we're so proud that we had what we had today.
For the people out there watching, you say you're the working man's friend. What do you plan on doing? What's first on your agenda to help the people out there working and getting jobs?
Well, we're gonna bring some industry to Warner Robins. That's going to be an effort with the Houston County Commission and Perry and Centerville, and there's some things in the works, and we're gonna make that happen.
Thank you so much, Joe. And that's Joe Musselwhite. He is in the runoff election in the Warner Robins mayoral race. Reporting live in Warner Robins, Jasmine Williams, 41 NBC News.
We also caught up with Chuck Chalk tonight after his disappointing loss. Here's what he had to say.
Hit all the milestones that we wanted. We had certain things that we thought we needed to do in order to achieve some success, and we've hit all those things, and we hope it will translate to success.
And moving on now to the city council races in the citywide race for council post 1. There were 2 newcomers and 2 current leaders. Mayor Chuck Shaheen won the most votes tonight, but not enough to win the seat outright. He'll head to a runoff with incumbent Councilman Mike Daly. Former Warner Robins Fire Lieutenant Charlie Scott and Reverend Jeffrey Walker Sr. were also on the ballot in this race. We also caught up with Mayor Chuck Shaheen tonight to find out more about how he spent his last day campaigning.
Now today, it's about serving Robins Air Force Base and moving our city forward. I tell you, this is going to be some exciting times the next 4 years for the city of Warner Robins.
And in the race for Warner Robins Council Post 3, incumbent Paul Sheely lost his seat to educator Keith Lauritsen. Lauritsen is a former Warner Robins Elementary School principal. You might remember him. He was the principal at Russell Elementary when Kit Colburn went missing. He was up against Paul Sheely, and one of his goals is to bring attention to areas in need in the city other than the base. He also wants to support that too. Sheely won the seat in 2008. The Post 4 race was also a mixed bag of contenders. Warner Robins native Tim Thomas ran for council in 2011 and lost then, but this year he's the outright winner. With 50% plus 1 of the votes, Thomas won over political newcomer Ben Campbell and former councilman Bob Wilbanks. Wilbanks held the seat before Mike Brashear won it in 2011. And wrapping up the races in the International City, 3 people wanted to serve in Post 5. Former city councilman and interim mayor Clifford Holmes Jr. is ready to get back into politics, and you agreed. He won the seat tonight with more than 60% of the vote. He beat out 25-year-old political newcomer Liberty Kovac and one of Holmes's mentees and member of the Downtown Development Authority, Richard Weldon. We talked to Mr. Holmes tonight about his race and what he wants for his community.
What I'm willing to do is to work with the new mayor and the new council people, as well as the people that's there now, to show them that we can work together for the betterment of the city.
And again, Holmes served as the former interim mayor and a city council member in Warner Robins in the past.